What is going on, guys? It's the Mad Dragon. It's a gloomy old day full of rain and clouds and greyness, so I thought why not cheer up everyone's day with a bit of news that we can have for the channel. So of course the Lions is slowly getting here. It feels painstaking how long it's taken to get here. So when it gets around to it, we are going to be doing the sort of standard videos when they come out. We are of course going to be doing the preview videos. That's where sometimes it might be in this sort of format where I'm just sort of sat down chatting about it for this tournament. But normally what we do is we chuck on a game of Rugby 20 and I talk about the actual teams that have been announced. You actually have a bit of like rugby visuals on the screen, so we'll probably do some of those as the games are being announced and the teams are being announced and sort of breaking them down a little bit. I am going to try and do some actual like match reports, so post game for anyone who maybe wasn't able to actually watch the game, they could come watch the video, talk through some of the key areas of the game, what was scored by who, in what minute and so on, sort of break down the little game, give a bit of an overall look at how the game went. I'm going to try and do some of my big breakdown videos that I have done on the channel before, like the Wales versus England video that did really well on the channel. Wales versus France was another one I did, and I think I did Ireland versus Scotland was another one. So I did sort of big breakdown videos, actual sort of analytics, looking at rugby. It take a lot more time to do, so we'll see how we get on with those, as well as being able to get a hold of footage. Could be difficult in terms of Southern Hemisphere teams as a whole, sort of debacle around copyright issues there. But one thing that we did do with the Six Nations, for everyone who was subscribed during the Six Nations, was we did of course have the fantasy leagues on the go. Now, there is no fantasy league for the Lions Tour. There's probably a few too many teams for them to sort of put into one in all differences they can do. But one thing that has been announced is Super Brew are doing a predictor for the Lions. So I have signed up for that predictor. I've created a pool. So like we did in the Six Nations, we did have a pool that we could actually go on and pick who you think was going to win each game and by how much. And some people got involved with it. It was really fun. We had about, I can't remember what it was, maybe 15 people got involved with the actual fantasy league, and about 4 or 5 of us were involved in the predictor game. So if you guys fancy it, we are going to be doing it again on the channel. Really looking forward to it. It lets me get to interact with you guys a bit. Last year, or this year I guess technically, in the Six Nations, Sam won the predictor game, just beating me at the end there. He managed to steal it away from me, Sam. So if you're still watching, Sam, if you're still subscribed, this could be our rematch if we get round to it. I managed to win the fantasy during the Six Nations. It was really tight for a good couple of rounds. I really enjoyed doing it. So for anyone who doesn't know, this isn't like a sponsorship thing or anything. Super Brew is just the easiest way I've ever found to do this between groups of people, and it's relatively flawless in how it all works. So if it's something you guys fancy joining in with, so first of all, it's just obviously get the Super Brew app. You can either do it on your phone, which is where I normally do it. I think you can also do it on PC by logging in. And once you're in, you're all set up, sign up with an email or so you can get in. Basically, you want to go through, I've written down my instructions because I'll forget the order of doing things. So basically, join up to your Super Brew on the main screen. It probably looks slightly different to mine. I'll be adding it up here as I'm sort of going through so you guys can follow it step by step. Your main screen might look a little bit different just because I've already created leagues and stuff for it. So basically, you want to go on and click on the little sort of person symbol that's in the top left. Basically, click on that. You can go down, click on Join a Pool. You can go on and then you choose the Lions Tour Predictor. That'll take you to sort of like a little area where you can choose what leagues you want to be in. You can sign up. There is a general Lions one you can sign up to. There's other ones you can be put in randomly with just random people to see how you can compete against them. But if you want to join in with my specific pool, that's going to be with all the other subscribers on the channel, including myself. I'm going to be in there too. See if you can beat me. More than likely you probably will. So the name I've set up for our pool is Mad Dragon Lions. Capital M, capital D, capital D, capital L. Very awkward. I will put it up here so you guys can see how to type it in exactly. Some people did experience during the Six Nations they couldn't get the name specifically to work. So there is also a pool code, which is Team Garb. I don't know why it's that, but that's apparently who we are. I'll put that up there for you as well. I might even put it down here somewhere as well, just so you can have it, know exactly how to spell it. I believe it is quite case sensitive. Once you enter that, press search. It'll find the group, give that a click, join the group. I've set it to completely open. Anyone can join, get your mates involved, get everyone involved. We'll all have a big competition. Basically, when you get on then, it'll bring up all the games that we'll be doing over the sort of 8 weeks that they're going to be going on. You basically, before each game, maybe after the teams have been announced is when I probably say is the best time to do it, is when you think you know what's going to happen, you pick a team, who you think's going to win, and then it goes to points difference. This isn't how many you think that team will score, it is the points difference by the end of the game. You select one, it picks it for there, and you lock it in. And once it's all locked in, that all gets submitted to the group, and then we get to watch the game in actuality as it's going on. Whoever's the closest gets a point. If you get it bang on, you get a bonus point. If you pick the correct team, you get a point, and then basically it changes up. Now, if you're someone like me who doesn't know an awful lot about some of the Southern Hemisphere teams, I know quite a little bit about the New Zealand Southern Hemisphere, but not the South African team. So there could be, there's a good chance anyone who enters this one will be able to beat me. It's all for a bit of fun, just to get a bit of competition going, but I will be doing those. Normally we used to do those in the sort of post-match fantasy bit that I used to add in. I don't know how we're going to do it this year. That might be added into the sort of match reports. I might chuck them in at the end, some of the results, and go through who won, who lost. If it was I at the bottom, probably. But it's all for a bit of fun. It allows me to get engaged with you guys a little bit, especially down in the comments. We had a bit of banter last year down in the comments about who was beating who and stuff. It's a lot of fun. And the most important thing is that I beat Dan, who of course has done a couple of podcasts with me on Ruck, Sweat and Tears. If you've ever checked them out, me and Dan and Rod sometimes jump on. We talk about the rugby and some of the news that's been going on. But as long as I beat Dan, that's all I really care about. So make sure you join in, although I actually want to beat Sam this year because Sam beat me last year in the Predictor. Still going to come for you, Sam. But it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you do fancy joining in, make sure you join that Super Brew thing. It's all free as far as I'm aware. The app is free and signing up is free, and there's no fees or anything, so get involved, why not? It's a bit of fun, and it's something just to add a little bit extra to the Lions game, especially if you can't watch it. Win a competition, why not? There you go. But there we are, guys. Hopefully that'll bring a bit of joy, a bit of news for a gloomy, rainy day. I hope you've all enjoyed today, guys. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.